All right, I'm looking for a veteran. I'm looking for a fellow war vet who wants to help me build an empire. Okay, we're perfectly and increasingly positioned to. We already have a business that's exploding in an exploding market, and we're starting a nonprofit to help veterans, and we have the perfect means to blow it up. Okay, but we need T-shirts, and we want to find a veteran who wants to help us build this empire because we're going to need someone running that department for us, the T-shirts. But I want it to be someone I can work with, someone who wants to be a part of what we're doing and not just sell us shirts. You know, I want a relationship, not just to buy shirts. Yeah, sure, I could go get anybody to make me T-shirts for our organization, but I'm looking for a veteran who wants to help me be a part of this organization, this nonprofit for veterans to help struggling veterans. So again, for those who don't know, I have 2 books representing 19 years of my life on soldier and veteran suicide. I see the problems, and I have the vision. I've been given the vision. I've been given a very unique journey that's allowed me to see what needs and see what everyone's doing, why they're failing, and what needs done. And I detail this vision in the last chapter of my veteran book for a veteran organization that's geared to providing direct long-term housing, training, and employment. And the primary vehicle enterprise, and this is where everybody's failing, they don't have an enterprise to employ and help struggling veterans. They're all just providing temporary solutions. But using vertical growing, which is revolutionizing the agriculture, and the future is now, because of this development of vertical growing, which is way more efficient. It's better. A lot of it can be automated. It is the future. And that means, and now because of that, the future is also local. Because with these systems, we can now come in and undercut the competition. Traditional agriculture is doomed, folks. They're spraying chemicals on the ground. And there's no nutritional value. And people are waking up to this. This is why the organic market is booming. No one's tapping into this yet. This is the perfect opportunity to train, employ struggling veterans. That's what people need, especially these people who are struggling with addiction. No one is giving them a better path, a better opportunity, and they're just only temporary solutions of sober environments and counseling, someone to talk to, and then they're thrown right back in the same situation that led them to addiction in the first place, folks. I totally get it. I've been living that life, the veteran struggle, in ways since I've been out of the Army, and so my goal, it literally took miracles. God has set my feet on solid ground. He's propelling us to success. We're rising now, and I'm passionate about making a difference and helping struggling veterans, because throughout my journey, I just met a lot of veterans who are struggling on the edge of suicide, turning to suicide. I've known veterans who committed suicide. I've known soldiers that committed suicide. It's a serious problem, and I want to do, and I see what needs done, and so I'm passionate about helping to make a difference. So yeah, I want to put it out there so everybody knows, just to kind of sum things up for people. We're already developing the grow business, proving that, going through kind of a learning phase, experimenting phase, exploration phase. We're cultivating a food forest, but also vertical systems, and we have a greenhouse in the works. And we could use help getting this started, but God is providing, and He will provide. We're not worried. Things will happen as they're supposed to. But so I want to detail some of my vision for this organization, what we're trying to do with that, not just housing, training, employment, but we want to be able to develop numerous enterprises so that we have every option. And I even want to do like a spin-off show, like Shark Tank meets The Apprentice, where we do a show on these veterans and do like a Shark Tank show where we find veterans to invest in. But also, once we get the grow business established, then we're going to develop the community going, the organization, the nonprofit. We're going to get the cap. We're going to, as we're building the community, we're also going to be developing a cafe to feed them, as well, but also for the local community. God's given me the vision for a great, unique cafe that's going to be absolutely hit success no matter anywhere it's at. I can't wait till y'all get to see the visions in my head. And then we're gonna do a garage / like lounge. I want and a barber shop. I also want to be able to offer, because I want to be able to offer a one-stop shop community with everything from growing our own food to the cafe, feeding the veterans in the local community, to a garage so we'll have a vehicle, a veteran mechanic who can service automobiles for the community and the local community. And I want to have a lounge as well. I'm blessed to have years of experience in the trades, primarily roofing and construction, remodeling, plumbing, painting, landscaping, you name it, interior design. So I can easily put together teams in these fields, in the construction team and the roofing team. And then I want to do an online store, doing creatively refurbished furniture. I want to I want to get into making candles, have someone running that, like a candle making little business for our store in the local community. I want to get into 3D printing and printing our own stuff, and a laser printer, do t-shirts, and I want to develop our own clothing line, because I'm not happy with what's out there. I want to develop something better, something for a guy like me and veterans like me. And then I want to put together a writing team, and a video and music production team, because God's given me the vision and a very creative mind. I got lots of ideas for books and movies. There's a lot of money to be made in developing content and music in this digital age. So I have a big vision, and for the future, big high hopes. I'm praying and trusting that God's going to open the doors. One of the team's coming together, just so y'all know. We have our CFO, which is my wife. And then I also want to put this out there, folks. Like, I'm not going to be paying myself a penny. I'm going to run this organization and not pay myself a penny. And I'm only going to pay my wife, the CFO, a very modest means. And eventually, our goal is to not pay ourselves at all, because we're going to be developing numerous enterprises and getting into other things, and we're already developing other avenues. We're blessed. We don't even need to pay ourselves. Like, I don't need to pay myself, and I don't need to pay her much. But we will. But we want to be able to fairly compensate our core, the people who are helping build and run this. And so I have my CSO, who will be kept private for security reasons, lined up. I have several great candidates for CSO, and also people to help me as like managers. I know some great guys who are waiting for me to get this off the ground, because they're looking for a better opportunity. Guys I served with in both the engineer and signal corps. Guys who can absolutely be instrumental in helping me build this organization. And we have our spiritual leader, a guy who's been in the pastoral and counseling field his whole life. I mean, God is blessing me with a great team this time, which is wonderful, because that was why the last organization failed that I started. I mean, sort of. I mean, it didn't really fail. But it didn't work out as planned. But it wasn't meant to succeed, because that was training day for what we're doing now. But that's what we're trying to do, folks. Build an organization, and I got two books representing 19 years of my life. That's how we're going to raise money. Those are going to be the primary vehicle fundraising tools. All that money, every penny, is going towards building this organization. Folks, we're legal now, and we're getting the account set up. We got our IEC. We are officially a nonprofit, and we have an official grow business, folks. Like, we're coming up, and we need a guy to help us do t-shirts and run that for us. I want someone I can trust, someone I can work with. So be a part of what we're trying to do here, folks. Get on my face. Look me up on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. I'm doing updates there, and we're on Facebook. I'm doing updates on our VRR Facebook, Veteran Rehab and Refuge. That's the veteran nonprofit, humanitarian nonprofit that we're starting, and we're doing updates there. But I'm also going to do updates here on this channel. So yeah, my name's Sean Rowe. Look me up on Facebook. We're in Ohio. in the upper north central region, in the foot of the Appalachians. We got a lot on our plate right now because we just got married, been married 6 months, and we got this place and getting it fixed up, and got the farm and the food business and the food forest. We got 2 new pups that I'm raising, farm dogs, and a cat that we rescued. And we got a lot on our plate. My wife just had surgery, but God's good. We just spent $7,000 last month, folks, and I didn't bring in a penny because I'm raising pups and a rescue kitten and developing a farm and fixing up the house and more. I do all the cooking and the cleaning pretty much for my wife and the family in the house. So like, I mean, I stay busy. That's just because, yeah, I just moved and I could get side work. I have I have options, of course, but this house needs fixed up, and we're getting off the grid. So we're just blessed for me to be able to do that. And like I said, we're doing well. We just spent $7,000 last month, and we're trying to figure out like what the heck, where did that all go? We don't even know. We're blessed abundantly here, folks. And man, y'all want to be a part of it? Subscribe, share, and buy my books. Contact me. You make a donation of any size, and I will send you 1 free copy of my book. And if you want to make another donation, get the other one. If you make a donation of $20, I'll give you both copies of the books. All right, and we're still getting that all set up. So, but we're gonna have the account set up in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, this week. So we can start taking donations, and my wife's the CFO, and we will funnel that money to the every penny to this account, and we're gonna wait until we have enough to start developing. I think we need like 50,000 probably, I would say, to get started. We don't need much, folks. I can't believe Soldier On, the one organization out there in the field that we're in, providing housing, training, and employment. But they're centered around, their business model is centered around construction. That's not rapidly scalable, and that's what we need to be able to tackle the need out there. It's huge. We need something rapidly scalable and vertical systems, vertical growing in the organic market. That's the golden opportunity we need. It's easy to learn, low investment, low startup cost, low maintenance cost, very little maintenance. So it's easily scalable, and it's perfect for veterans, especially veterans with PTSD. Working with plants in nature, it's therapeutic. It's great. It's perfect, folks. That's what we're getting into. So check out my books. Make a donation. Contact me. We'll get it figured out until we get actual professional portal set up. It's coming. Help spread the word. Peace. Stay tuned for updates.